All right. Are you ready to start?
I'm ready.
All right. Welcome to the Raining Cats and Dogs podcast. I'm your host, Shannon.
I'm Arianna.
And welcome to another blustery spring day.
Yes.
If you're from Buffalo, you know it was snowing earlier, but that's okay because the Sabres won. So it means something for the playoffs. And I follow football a little closer than I follow hockey, though I like looking at the hockey players. Sorry, just confession that I made. So go Sabres. They did something good today. People were like screaming the streets, so are like whatever. Like you could see like photos of people like all at the streets in their Sabres gear. So I think that means they're in the playoffs or they have advantage to playoffs. I'm not exactly sure, but I support the area, so go team.
Yes. Go Sabres.
And
So they won? I
they won
didn't.
today, whatever that means. And
Okay.
ever since I've watched Heated Rivalry, I have really, and I can't say that right, but
Rivalry?
rivalry.
Riv- Rivalry?
See, there's a ERLY, so rivalry. Anyway, I have a new appreciation for hockey. So, welcome everyone. If you're new here, we just chit chat and talk about Reddit stories.
Yes.
Sometimes we're silly, sometimes we're cringy, but we're always here. Oh my gosh. So, I've been like kind of somewhat fostering my grand dog. He happens to live next door. They have multiple dogs, and this is a Shiba Inu who really needs to have like a single dog home with no cats. He has multiple dog siblings at his house, and it's not working out. So I've been also helping out, but I also have dogs and cats. So I've been having him here. So yesterday it was a really bad day. He kept growling at my dogs, and he kind of nipped at my other one dog. So she was stressed out. So I'm like, hey, he needs to come home for a while, but he can come back in a couple days. We just need a break in this house. So I'm like, okay. So he left yesterday afternoon. I wake up this morning. He escaped his house and he was at the sliding glass doors, like smiling at me when I woke up. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, dude, we need a break. So I welcomed him, fed him breakfast, and then he went back home. But I thought that was funny.
No, it's funny. He just wants to come visit.
No, I know. Then Anthony's like, he just wants to live with you. I'm like, well, he could if he would not growl at the other dogs and bite Nico because he nips at his tail because they hate each other. The other cats he'll chase, but like he's been doing better with all the other cats but Nico. Those two do not get along. They hate each other. Actually, me and I feel like him and Mojo, like he went to chase Mojo the other day, and Mojo just looked at him. And Mojo is I don't know, how old is he? Like almost 14 now. He's a very elderly cat. He's always in a moody, grumpy cat. And Mojo just looked at him, and I feel like they're like one and the same. And he just left him alone. I was like, good, all right,
It's funny.
leave the senior grumpy cat alone.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, which was good. But yeah, so I just found out this morning, was like, "What? I can't get rid of you. I need a break."
He's like, no
So
break for me.
uh-huh, and then I feel like he was like, "Oh, it's breakfast time, I'm here." And then it was snowing and sleeting today, and it's April, and it's normal Buffalo spring. It'll go to 80 to, like, 30 right around the spring. It's a very mix of weather. It's just I need some constant. Like my sinuses, I just my head hurts. I need constant.
Yes. No, I just want to plant my plants. I got plants yesterday and bring them inside.
Yes, and that's why I switched up what quiz we're gonna do today. We're actually gonna do a quiz on plants, but I know we went shopping. Like, so I just got myself some tulips yesterday and then mulch. But the tulips, I'm like, oh no. So in the morning, I quick brought them inside, and then I texted you, bring them in. Actually, you probably should have brought in everything that's not dormant, like our what is it, Rosa Sharon? What did you give me?
Yeah.
The stick?
Rose Sharon.
Yeah. The stick is dormant because it's already like planted, so that stick outside is fine. But like the bushes you got and everything, you don't want to mess them up. So did you bring them all in?
No.
Oh,
They're fine.
I'm sure they're fine. It's just this weather. They're trying to bloom and it's awful. And then we've had so much rain, like I have so much standing water, but my lawn is long. So
I know, we haven't been able to mow.
I know.
Awful.
It's awful, and I just feel like it holds in the water more when it's so long, and my like the mud prints from my dogs. It's just a pain.
Yeah, so
The
annoying.
I was gonna tell you I've been lazy all day, and I have been pretty lazy today, but I am also accomplished. Like I have my bursts of like, oh, I'm gonna do this. I stripped my bed, flipped my bed because you know how you're supposed to flip it every 6 months.
Yeah.
I do it almost more once a year, but you know. So stripped my bed, flipped that, got that done. So anything, I don't know. I felt like it was a big accomplishment. Oh, and then I washed my bedding, and I've already got my sheets, clean sheets back on my bedding because usually when I strip my bedding, I usually wait until the morning, until I'm ready to go to bed, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot I had to do this. So yay me, I'm ahead of the game. Okay,
Hold
I
up, we
guess.
need a second. Zuko got a bone from the garbage.
Oh,
Drop it! Okay, he ate some of it.
oh no.
Yeah. And this blanket now needs to be washed. So hopefully he's fine.
Drop it for me. Oh.
Oh, no. I thought that garbage got taken out.
Dogs,
Dogs.
they're hard work.
They are.
And yet they're easier than kids in some ways, in other ways they're harder.
Yep. We locked Pippins away too.
Yeah.
I was like, grab Pippins. Shouldn't be near him when Zuko's got something he won't want anyone else touching.
Oh, so if Zuko has something he wants, yeah, you don't want him. He's gonna protect that.
Yes.
And the only way to get his mouth open is you gotta pry it open and stick your hand down his throat and take it out.
That's what I did.
Yep. See, Zuko used to live with me, so I know with Ariana. And I've had to do that with Alice too. Alice actually locks her jaw down harder than Zuko does.
She
Actually,
does. She never wants to get anything up once she has it.
Alice is like half his size. No, because she knows that the other day I tried getting in, but then like I pushed the thing back further. It was a squeaker. And then so I had to wait for her to chew a couple seconds and then she clamped even down harder. And then it was like a standoff, but I eventually was able to get the
Oh
squeaker
my
out of her mouth.
gosh.
I was not letting her go over her mouth, and she knew it. So dogs, they're so funny. Did you get anything fun that you want to share accomplished?
Today we were pretty productive. What did we do? Well, I woke up a little early, so I made some coffee. We got Lucas likes to pick out cookies from Wegmans, so he got cookies. So I had some cookie with my coffee this morning. We fell asleep
Something.
watching. It was just yeah. We
Yeah.
fell asleep watching a movie last night, so we watched. So I finished that this morning while I was drinking my coffee. He had seen it before and he was still asleep, so I did that this morning by myself, and then we hung up a very nice long shelf above the TV, and that's how we found out also our wall is not very straight because there's some weird gapping going on, but I'm like, "We'll just cover that up." So we did that, which took a lot longer than we thought it would, but it looks
Mm-hmm.
pretty nice. What else? And then after that, we went to his brother's and helped him move a stove from his basement upstairs. That was scary.
Oh
I was
wow.
just kinda helping him stabilize at the bottom. Lucas was at the bottom basically lifting it up each step. So he got his workout in today.
Yeah, apparently.
And they've got a newborn and a cute dog, so they were cute to see.
Did you get to hold the newborn?
No, and I didn't ask 'cause I
No,
think
no. I would
it's only,
let
like,
someone.
2 weeks old, so I would let
Yeah, if
them
someone doesn't offer, then.
yeah, I let them lead.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
would've if she would've asked, but I'm not gonna ask if she didn't offer.
Yeah.
And
You know what I
then
was gonna
oops,
say though about I want to go back because we're not seeing each other, so you can't tell like when each other want to speak. So I was gonna say like there's nothing better than having your coffee and something sweet.
yes, it's so great. I do that sometimes, like, at work too. I'll bring, like, a piece of banana bread, or if there are cookies, like, a little bit of cookie to work to drink with my coffee. Just there's nothing better than that.
There really isn't the simple things in life, right? Like whenever you give me extra, like you make a good like chocolate chip banana bread. Whenever you give me some, that I have that every morning with my coffee. So at breakfast, that's just my treat to have with my coffee. Okay, go. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Yeah. Then we came back and did a bunch of stuff around the house, which felt great. hung up stuff. What do we do? Oh, we had to rehang the thing above the TV because it was a little crooked, but I fixed
Mhm.
that. We hung up. I had a great find on Facebook. Well, I wouldn't say it's a great find. It was an okay find on Facebook Marketplace for like a little corner stand, but I wanted it on the wall, so we put some brackets on the sides and mounted it on the wall, and it looks super cute. I like it. Another good Facebook find. I've been on the Facebook Marketplace a lot, but this one was found by you. We got an island just the other day, and it looks super nice. We spent the night. We got it cleaning it, getting it all scrubbed down, and it looks really nice in the kitchen now. So we did a lot of stuff around the house, and then we have one of our extra bedrooms is filled with still with boxes and things for moving, but we organized it into like 2 bins, put it in the basement for now until we redo like the other rooms because we know where we want these things, but we want to wait until we like paint the room and get things done first. So did that organize. So I say it was a pretty productive weekend.
Well, yeah, you get a lot of stuff done. Actually, and I helped you. Yes, getting the mulch yesterday. I got 10 bags of mulch. My knee. I also wanted to rest my knee a lot today because you guys were kind enough to load it. Well, actually, I loaded mine in, but you loaded them on the thing on the wheeled carts,
Yeah. Well,
and
yeah.
then
Well, because we took so long checking out the you had yours mostly loaded by the time we got to
yeah,
your
I had
car.
mine pretty much loaded by the time we got to the car. But then you guys also bought mulch. But then, I didn't help you unload your mulch. And then I got back. I had my little tulips, which weighed like 2 pounds. So that was nothing. But then these mulch bags, I'd say they're like
They're
30,
pretty
40
heavy.
pounds
Well, and it's also
each bag.
awkward. They're awkward to grab, and you don't wanna, like, get them touching you because 'cause they're dirty.
They're dirty and wet. And
Oh,
I feel like they get better packaging. And like if you touch them just wrong, like mulch starts spilling out of them. Like you're like, it's a mess.
yeah.
So like, yeah, so it's awkward of how you grab them, because when 2 people grab them, it's like, they weigh nothing.
Yeah,
Like
but too yeah, me and you were grabbing them together, and it's like nothing, but once one person's they get heavy.
yes. So I unloaded. I do have to go further, like, in my lawn, like, for the front, but I just
Loaded.
unloaded 6 bags in one area because it was right by,
Mhm.
like, I could park, and then I
Yeah.
unloaded in the back, the other 4 bags of mulch, and then yeah, but then it snowed today, so that is a next weekend, hopefully, project. One day I
Yes.
will do mulch. And now I need more flowers because 'cause I'm redoing how the plants are. Because I normally have, like, 30 potted plants in my backyard, but a lot of the pots I have giant ones that are glass or ceramic, those are great, but all the ones around, like, my back patio are plastic, and they all look terrible, like, they're old. Some of them are broken, they're all stained and weird looking. Hmm. So, I'm going to just plant them in that area now. So
I think that'll
changing
look
it up
nice.
with perennials. I don't think I'm gonna plant any annuals, actually. I'm gonna put in the tulips, and then those can bloom in the spring, and then there's these other plants that I've had before that I'm gonna put in that bloom pretty much all summer. So then I'm gonna do that, and then they should be coming back every year.
Oh, it's nice. So for the tulips, should I cut them before they bloom? Like, I mean, before they're, like, all like, the blooms all die off? Or do you let them just die?
But I'm nowhere near herbivorist. So, I think that's what a plant person's called.
I
Uh,
that no, I think no, what you said sounds more closely to an herbivore.
I thought it was an herbivorist or something like
I don't I don't know
herbivorist.
I don't know. I think florist might have been a better word choice here.
Not a florist, but yeah, that's a common word that everyone knows. Anyway, so those I usually let them like die, like even with my bloom flowers that do really well, and then I pop off the heads when they like are pretty dead.
Mm,
But I would probably Google how you should take care of a tulip.
yeah, I
Don't
thought
listen
like
to
on
me.
mine, while tulips will come back every year, they're usually their best bloom is their first, which I found strange.
Yeah, because they're spring. They're all about spring. Well, luckily, like last year, like I've always liked tulips, but last year we went to the Keukenhof in the Netherlands.
Beautiful.
So beautiful.
I love tulips now.
I know. I like there's so many different kinds and colors and just I wish I could have every color of a tulip. Like amazing. But yeah. So that's crazy. And then So I have an upcoming dentist appointment, and I was listening to something, and they're talking about dentists. And I just have to say, so dentistry for me in New York, in the United States, I've never been offered laughing gas. I have severe anxiety with dental work. It's something that's happened. Like my anxiety really kicked up probably like 7 or 8 years ago, and so I've got more phobias and anxiety than I ever had in my whole life. It could be hormonal, it could be life situation changes, I don't know, but now I have this dental anxiety, which I think I've always had a little bit, it's just amplified, and they don't offer me laughing gas, but, like, when I used to watch sitcoms and TV, they always showed people with laughing gas.
Yeah.
I want some laughing gas when I do it, like, do you have to ask? I do know it's addictive because I know some people have drug problems with laughing gas, which I, again, don't understand. Because how do you get laughing gas? Like, I would think as a drug, that'd be really hard to get.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've had it once when they did something on my teeth, but I was under 18, wasn't I?
Yeah, like, they give it to children because
Yeah.
and it was because you had a cavity, so they give you the laughing gas, and then you don't feel it when they prick you for the Novocaine, and then they fill your cavity, and you're all done.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't get really silly or anything, but I think it's better for you.
No, I still remember when I got my what did I get what did I get removed? Was it my molars?
Oh, your molars, you were
And
so funny.
I didn't remember, it just was like I blinked and I woke up and it's like they didn't do anything.
You just kept saying it over and over again, "They didn't do it. They didn't take him out. They didn't do it." And then, like, I called your brother because he wanted to hear you afterwards, so we thought you'd be all, like, silly because 'cause you're kinda, drugged up. You just kept saying, "They didn't do it. I closed my eyes, and I don't know why. They just didn't take out my teeth." It's like, "Yes, they did." "No, they didn't." I'm like,
It
"Eric,
was
you have
weird
gauze
because
in your mouth, like, you have,
it
like, big
wasn't it's
cheeks."
it's weird because it wasn't like a sleep where, like, you feel like, time has passed. There, it was just
Yeah.
like a blink and it was there was none it just felt like nothing. I remember they had give me an issue because I didn't take out my nose ring, but they just did it anyways.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So there's also scientists have developed nanobots that repair teeth without dentists.
Oh, that's
It sounds
interesting.
expensive,
It
but
does.
that would also be amazing. I've also heard there's like some things out there too that could help like your own teeth repair themselves. I don't know. For some of this anxiety, like I don't know if I told you guys here on the pod, but the last time I had my cavity filled, first of all, I have major anxiety going to the dentist. So I took a Xanax. Like I take off of work specifically so I'm not speaking to anybody afterwards because with Xanax you're a little more loose and I want to make sure
Mhm.
all my filters are in place while I'm working. So I went there, it didn't work. And then they gave me, because I had one cavity, then they gave me the Novocaine, but the Novocaine makes my heart beat faster, which amplifies my anxiety. And then because my heart's beating so fast, it causes like phlegm and I have it and I have asthma. So then that it starts it to affect that a little bit. And then I feel like I'm choking to death. Like I actually, before they even started, I was like, you know what? Let's do this another day. And they're just like, no, no, we'll just take breaks. Like
Oh my
in charge,
gosh.
I wanted to run out of there. Yeah, like I dread going to the dentist. Like hate it. Like I really feel like
Have you had a
oh
bad
my
experience before?
yeah, if anyone, has a way to stop the anxiety, please, like, give me the laughing gas, give me something. Like, I need something. I do know one person had passed out whenever they go to the dentist, so they actually get knocked out for dental work.
Hmm,
Like,
that's
I think
nice.
oh, I would say maybe I would qualify for that, but I don't know because apparently I'm a jerk when I'm knocked out. So, I'm someone that have suffers from night terrors. I mean, it has been better lately, at least from what I remember. But when they put me under, like when I had my colonoscopy and the endoscopy, I become combative. I am fighting for my life, and I'm swinging and hitting and kicking,
Oh
and
my gosh.
yeah, I'm a nightmare. Like they could not get me out of there fast enough. It's not my fault. I've warned people, and because I'm nice, they all kind of laugh, and then I'm a completely different person apparently when they put me under. So
That's funny.
well, I mean, they're trying to stick something down my throat, not my butt. So, to be fair, my self-conscious is like, "Hey, we're fighting for our life over here,
Yeah,
okay?"
makes sense.
Does make sense. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm also a candidate to be put to sleep for your teeth. I don't know. I might come out swinging or something. Did you see in the news, a nice segue there, Dylan Sprouse tackled an intruder and holds him at gunpoint in a terrifying home invasion as he protects his wife.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
no.
he
Wow.
tackled him, had a gun, and held him there until the police arrived.
That's
And then I
awesome.
was like, "Is that the one that's been doing those action movies?" I'm like, "Yeah, he's kinda
That's my
cute."
that's the one that learned, like, how to speak Mandarin for a C drama, right?
Yeah,
He's my favorite, just because he did that.
yeah. Well, Mandarin's hard too.
Mhm.
No, I was like, "Oh my gosh," when I saw that on the news, I'm like, "You go."
Yeah, wow.
That's a man's man.
Yeah.
I love that. And then I know everyone likes to hate on Sydney Sweeney, but people are really coming after her and coming after the show or the directors if you have a problem or don't watch. But apparently I've only watched a couple episodes of Euphoria, but apparently she dressed up as a puppy costume for like an OnlyFans and people are like, "Oh, that's fetish porn," and people are like slamming and
But
coming after her.
why her? It's a show. She didn't write that. She's doing she was told to do.
It's a show, and if you don't know what happens on OnlyFans, you're very
Yeah.
sheltered, so I guess good or bad for you, I'm not sure, it could go either way. But yeah, it's a show, why do you come after the actor? It's ridiculous, it's like, it's the show, so either boycott the show if you feel like that's not
Yeah.
something but again, have you seen Euphoria? There's a lot of sex and drugs in Euphoria, so and I've only watched a couple episodes and I know that, so this to me is not shocking.
No, like, I've only seen, like I think maybe I started, like, the first episode and I just never watched it again. But, like, that seems, like, on track with, like, what the whole show is and anything, like, I've seen on TikTok or anything about it,
Yes!
about what's going on in that show.
It actually and the reason why, like, I had ditched it, then went back to Euphoria, but then I still just watched other things, is that, like, they're playing teenagers having lots of sex and drugs, and I was like, it just bothered me. Not bothered me, but I wasn't into it, right? I was like,
Yeah.
"Eh, not my thing." But, like, yeah, it seems on track, and anything whenever they show a clip of whatever's happening on Euphoria, it seems like, okay, I'm not
Yeah,
shocked.
that's no, that seems right, like
Right. So I
it's
just
like
think
the kind I feel like that's what they go for too a lot of times is, like, they want that shock
they
factor too.
do. And what's the next level? Like, okay, we've already had the sex and the drugs and the threesomes
Yeah,
and
like, what's the
now
next
it's
thing
like
they can do? Like
right, it's the next level. So, I don't know why people are shocked. If you don't like the show, don't watch the show. Otherwise, leave the actor alone. Like, it's okay to not like
yeah.
her, but when it comes to the part someone's
Yeesh.
playing, it's a part.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Sydney Sweeney usually, but I wouldn't go after her for something she's doing that's obviously it's, like, for a script or anything. It's not like she's posting that on her Twitter or something. Like
Exactly. Or not like she's sharing, "Oh, hey, on the side, I make money as a OnlyFans." And you know
yeah.
what? If that's how you make your money,
She
I
would
don't
make
really
a lot
care.
of money, I'm sure,
People
if
make
she
a lot of money. That's between you and your clients, and honestly, I don't care. If you're making a lot of money, good for you.
I
But,
know.
no, it's all consensual, and no one's getting
Yeah.
harmed.
Yeah, it won't last forever, capitalize on that.
Exactly, like, good for you. I don't know. But, yeah, and then I saw this has been coming up a lot on my TikTok, and it just drives me crazy for a couple reasons. So, I saw on here see, last week I had nothing, and this week I've got so much.
I know.
A lot happens when you just don't sit and watch TV, binge watch a show any free second you have. So, they brought up again people that shower. How do you shower? Face mostly. Like obviously you turned, but do you mostly face the water or your back?
I mostly put my back to it.
Yeah. So do I. So apparently, if you shower mostly backwards, it's a sign that you are neurodivergent. Which
What? Why?
I was like, maybe, but I don't think that should be the telling tale.
No, how's that a telling thing?
My anxiety and my other neuroses, I might be a little neurodivergent, I get it. But I don't think showering out of your back is I feel
Yeah, I
like
don't think that's the
normal.
tipping point.
I don't think that's the tipping point of the scale, how you wanna measure me, if I'm neurodivergent or not. There's way
Yeah.
more signs. But, like, who what sociopath likes to get their face splashed with the water?
Yeah.
I think that says you got more issues.
I feel like Lucas faces the water.
See, he's got issues. I'd watch him. He could be a sociopath.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Keep an eye on him. Oh my gosh. And for some reason, I on my exercise choices. So, which will spill over if I come into the living room, But like when I'm
Yeah.
on the treadmill or the bike, I like to watch TV while I'm exercising. And so I watched the following, which I spoke about, right, which is about serial killers. And then I'm watching The Hunting Party. And I thought that was more about, allegedly people say the Rothschilds, like rich people do stuff like that, where they hunt you till you die or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's all alleged because the Rothschilds are like the richest people on the planet, apparently. Again, allegedly, I don't know.
They're
It's
gonna come
safe to
after
say.
you.
Yeah, yeah, right. I don't know why you'd come after me. I have nothing, but just allegedly. So I was like, oh, I thought that The Hunting Party, that's what that was about. For some reason in my mind, that's what it was about.
Mhm.
No, no, it's not serial killers. So I'm watching
Oh,
another serial killer show.
how fun.
But I like it, I think, because it's like cops are getting well, it's more FBI. FBI are getting the bad guys.
Okay, that's fun. I like that.
I like that. I don't like the shows where it's like, oh, your neighbor next door could be doing this. You're like, oh my gosh. Like,
No, no, those ones freak me out.
they freak me out. Like, just like I like paranormal things when someone lives with me, I can watch it. But now that I'm alone, I'm not watching any of that.
No,
Like,
I wouldn't.
yeah. Because then I get nervous. But if I happen to watch it, like you came over and we were watching a scary movie, it is going to be during the daytime. It
Yeah.
is not going to be at nighttime.
No,
And
I
I'm not
agree.
watching it at your house and driving home to my dark house. I'm not doing that
No,
either.
I would not.
It's either I stay overnight or it's a daytime show. And, I have my standards.
It's funny.
I
I
know.
agree.
Okay, before we take the quiz, do we have time for the quiz? I just have one more thing.
Yeah. Do the what is it?
No, I actually have two more things. I can wait for the other thing. The other thing, I'll talk about
Okay.
the anger thing first, actually. So one thing made me angry. So
Yes.
I don't know if you guys have all heard about, I think his name is Nick Shirley. Is that his name? Yeah. So like he's an investigative reporter that looks to uncover our government wasting money on scam things, whatever. So it could be alleged until it's proven by other factors, but that's what he's finding, right?
Mhm.
California is coming up with legislation to ban him from investigating them and how they spend their money. And
What?
they want a law to not just him, they're like calling it like mockingly, people are calling it the Nick Shirley law, but they want ban investigative journalism. And if you're found investigating, they can put you in jail.
That seems like wrong.
It seems illegal to me, right? Like,
Yeah.
it seems like so to me, you're telling me you don't manage the money, and for me, if you're in the United States and we all pay a lot of taxes, you know what? I would like another independent auditor, not someone that you even know who's gonna do it. Audit, see where all that money goes.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
paying into the system if it's helping people, but if you're saying you're helping people and it's not, I have a problem with you. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
yeah, because he's uncovering a bunch of like billions of dollars that's supposed to go to hospice care. And they're just empty hotel rooms and things,
Oh.
like, it's yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, if you have nothing to
Mm.
hide, then, why
Right!
ban it? So that obviously they're
They're
doing something they don't want people to know about.
well, yeah, why would you come up with a law about investigative journalism? I think, honestly, journalism was investigative, like, now the news or everyone wants to be first, so they report things that aren't even true sometimes, but, like, it should be investigative, that's what it was supposed to be, like, uncover some great stories,
Yeah.
like,
Oh my
uncover the
gosh.
fraud, uncover all that, so, yeah. So, I find that's weird, if that law passes, I have some
I'll
problems
be
with that.
upset. Yeah.
Yes, and then lastly, the 20 highest paying jobs in 2026 in the
Ooh,
United
let's hear
States.
it.
I'll go with the lowest to the highest. Number
Okay.
20 for 147,000, a cloud architect. What is that?
What is it? A cloud architect.
I I have no idea.
Isn't that I think that's also words they use for, like, software engineers. I think
Mm,
that's something like that.
okay. So I was like, I don't know what that is. So you generally they make 147,000 a year.
Oh,
An aerospace engineer makes 148 a year on
makes
average.
sense.
Financial manager, number 18, 150,000 a year.
Oh, wow.
A corporate lawyer, well, that's 5,000. Oh, yeah, 'cause I'm going higher. A corporate lawyer generally makes 155,000 a year.
Okay.
Dentist, 160. A blockchain developer makes another 160,000 a year. I don't know what that
I
is.
don't know what that is, but okay.
To me, it sounds like you're buying a whole block and like demolishing it or like refurbing. I don't know. I'm guessing. So, a machine learning engineer makes 170,000 a year.
Ooh, that's cool.
A software architect makes 175,000 a year.
Wow.
A senior data scientist makes 180,000 a year,
Okay.
along with a quantitative analyst, 180,000 a year. An AI engineer makes 200,000 a year. Now
Of
these are all
course.
averages, so that you could make more actually,
Yeah.
or obviously a little less. An investment banker, 200,000 a year, which I think that tracks. I'd think that.
That seems right, yeah.
A petroleum engineer makes 280,000 a year, and
Didn't
are
even know
those
that was
people
its own
that
separate
drill
thing.
oil? I don't know.
They make good money, don't they?
Yeah. A senior commercial pilot makes 300,000 a year.
Okay.
CEO, which I mean, this it's weird that it's on here, makes
Yeah.
350,000 a year to 20,000,000 a year. I mean,
Well, yeah, that's for, like, if a giant corporation CEO is probably making billions.
right. So it really depends. So that was kind of weird to have. I guess they didn't want to leave them out. So they're number
Well,
6.
obviously. Okay.
A psychiatrist can make 320,000 a year.
Oh, wow.
I think that depends also where you live.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of these also depend where you live.
An orthodontist makes around 350,000 a year, which tracks. It's like $5 to $7,000 for every kid to get braces. Almost every child in the United States needs braces, so I think they're doing pretty well.
Yeah.
So number 3, this is what I told you you should do. I think you could have done it. I just don't think you would have enjoyed it. Anesthesiologists, guess how much they make per year?
Oh, I don't know. Give it to me.
420,000 a year.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. You know what? That's not on here is a pharmacist, actually. They make pretty good money too. They're not on
Hmm,
here. And then number 2, orthopedic surgeon makes around 510,000 a year. I think that seems like,
seems fair.
yeah, seems fair. What do you think number 1 is?
Oh, I don't even know. I
Yeah,
feel like you
on
said
average.
anything I would have guessed.
Number 1, a neurosurgeon makes
Oh,
640,000 a year.
that makes sense.
It does make sense. Yeah, I feel like they left some out and some they could have, you know what I mean? Like, I just found it interesting. So, Ari, if you would have, I just don't think you would have been happy because you're more creative. Like, you took all the biology courses, you had straight A's in college, you just got bored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You'd be putting people to sleep and been bored doing it.
I would have, but I would have been rich.
You would have been rich, but bored. You'd be one of those people like, oh, I hate my job and I make too much money, so I can't quit.
Yeah.
So, good thing. It's a good thing you're not a anesthesiologist. Actually, you'd still be like in school and in your
Oh,
residency.
yeah, gosh. I'd be stressed out, so I'll be going to classes.
Yeah.
Awful.
Sleep deprived, studying.
Ugh, I need my sleep.
You would not be happy. So, yeah, probably a good thing. All right. You ready to take the quiz?
I am ready. What is this quiz we're doing?
This quiz is just because we went flower shopping on Saturday. I just thought it'd be fun to walk. It reveals what type of flower you are inside.
I like this. You haven't sent that to me yet, have you?
I did. I sent it before I sent you the Zoom link.
Oh, I didn't scroll up. The Zoom link is very long.
It's very long. So I'll read while you're signing in. First, choose an outfit for your walk. So they have a cute flowy mini dress, a classy button down and trousers, a chic trench coat with tights and a top underneath. That sounds like you're seeing a man. A mini skirt with a matching top. So you're just taking a walk.
Yeah, this seems
Wear
like
any
I
of
guess I'm
these.
gonna go with the flowy mini dress. Like everything else seems less walk attire.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Okay. Number 2, I'll let you do that.
Right. Number 2, you'll need your energy. Choose a snack or drink to bring along or eat right away. An iced coffee and a pastry, a Caesar wrap, some hot tea is all, some chips and soda. I'm obviously doing the iced coffee
Iced
and the
coffee, yeah.
pastry.
All right, into the garden. Choose a path to follow. So they have one with like hanging, it looks like lilacs. They have one like really pretty, like in the forest.
Mm.
One looks like a marble walkway with flowers, and the other one looks like someone's garden, to be honest, like a fancy garden at a house,
Yeah.
someone's garden. All right, I'm picking the lilacs.
I'm doing the forest. Okay, next one. Choose a flowering tree to look at. Dogwood tree, cherry blossom tree, crepe myrtle tree, and a magnolia tree.
I chose magnolia.
I'm going cherry blossom.
Now choose some pink flowers to stare at. Okay,
Are we
they have them
staring?
labeled. We're just staring.
The ones look like roses.
The other ones look
Um,
like peonies.
yeah.
I'm choosing those. The other ones look like tiny roses, which I don't
Hmm.
care. And then, oh, they have like a lily pad with a pretty flower.
I'm doing the lily pad.
Okay.
Some purple flowers. One looks like lavender.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the rest.
One's an
Violet?
orchid.
Oh, that's an orchid?
Yep. One looks like lilacs, and one's just pretty purple flowers. I have no idea what they are.
I'm doing the lavender looking ones.
I'm going with lilac again. Red flowers next. So they've got red roses, they have got begonias, they have poppies, and not roses, something that looks like roses but different.
We don't know our plants here.
We do not. We are not herbivores.
I think the begonias ones, you said?
Yeah.
Herbivore. Choose a non-flowering tree to gawk at. That's a willow. One looks like one of the desert trees. One looks like a tropical tree you see in Florida. And the other one looks like just a normal tree.
Looks
I'm
like
doing
maple.
willow.
Yeah. I love willow trees.
Me too. Oh,
Choose some. What?
a little tangent is our neighbor said don't plant any willow trees because he planted one near his house and it got infested with beetles and then the beetles got inside of his house.
I love willows.
But if there's those beetles around, I guess I'm not planting a willow tree. I don't want to attract them.
No, I get it, but that's annoying. So
Mhm.
choose some wildflowers to take a picture of. Okay, so there's like wildflowers that have pastels. Then looks like lavender with like what you'd see in a field. And then there's just I don't know what these are.
I don't
They're just
know.
pretty
I'm doing
wildflowers.
the one that looks like it has lavender. They're just all different wildflowers, people. Imagine different colors.
Yeah, I can't help you. I
Just
don't know.
picture it. Alright, choose some white flowers to observe. Oh gosh. Oh, lily one, there's a lily pad. The other one's
Mhm.
no clue. There's some with like a white center. I mean not a white center, a yellow center. I'm just gonna go with the lily pad.
I'm gonna go. They're white with yellow in the middle. I have no idea what they are. Woo! All this flower looking has made you hungry. Choose a snack: street tacos, sushi, pasta, a croissant sandwich.
Oh, I don't know. See, I feel like I'd usually do sushi, but I feel like I've had so much fish lately that I'd rather have the croissant sandwich right now.
Okay. I actually chose street tacos.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
Pick a bench to sit on while you refuel. One is like a wooden bench in the woods. Another looks like a white plastic bench next to a nice little arch. Another wooden bench that looks more broken down. And one that's like a circular bench around a tree.
I pick a circular one around the tree.
I'm picking the white one that has like the flower arch above it.
That's pretty. I just picture spiders coming down. So I was like,
Oh
nope.
gosh.
On we go. Pick a gazebo to look at from flowers. So they have like a traditional looking gazebo with like the peak, and then they have one like with like, benches around. One that looks like I don't know, like I picture like down south, like in the bayou, the way they have the
Oh yeah.
cypress trees
I
hanging.
get that. I get
Yeah,
that
and then
feeling.
the other one looks more almost like Japanese, like how it
Yeah.
comes out. Yeah,
It's over
aesthetic
the water.
over
I'm
water.
choosing that one.
I'm choosing the bayou one.
Pick a bridge to walk across. One looks like it's by a willow tree and it's just a wooden bridge over the cross. Another one, it's like a red bridge across like it looks like a gorge with like lots of trees and things. Another one looks like just a little white bridge over it looks like a little swampy area. It's cute. Another one is very nice, very simple wooden bridge, but beautiful purple flowering trees. And I'm
That's
choosing
the
that
one I
one.
pick.
Back to the
Back
flowers.
back to the flowers. So one looks like pink, like maybe carnations, or I don't know. It's like they're pink and white with yellow in the middle, then the tulips, and then the calla lilies. Or Oh shoot, I know the name of this, but like the really pretty flower. I don't know. I don't know the name of it, but it's really pretty.
I'm thinking the tulips.
Actually, I love Calla lilies. I'm gonna pick a Calla lily.
Keep going. There's these white bell-looking flowers, a red flower with a big, like a big stem thingy out of it, a field of flowers, or a bunch of tulips. I'm picking the tulips.
Yeah, I'm picking the tulips too. What? I hope this ends soon because I wish it gave us the name of the flowers. It definitely would be
I
helpful.
know.
You know what to do. So just pick some flowers. So there's like,
Sunflowers, purple tulips.
yeah,
I'm gonna go with the sunflowers. Maybe a little pale.
sunflowers are pretty. I am gonna go with these other flowers. There's like pinks and whites and yellows in the middle. I have no idea what they are, but they're very pretty.
More flowers, daisies, pink tulips, weird red ones. Oh,
The red
okay.
ones are poppies.
And yellow ones. I'm gonna pick the pink tulips, I guess.
I'm gonna pick the white ones. They look pretty.
Oh, now we're gonna choose a plant to analyze. One looks like a succulent flower type one. One looks like a monstera. The other one's a Venus flytrap. I do know that one. The other one looks like a fern type of
Yeah.
fern.
Woo! We got a 4. Woo! What are you gonna analyze?
The Venus flytrap.
Yeah, me too. Woo! We're done. What'd you get?
But you first.
I got a rose.
Darn, I got the same thing.
We did, but we picked so different.
We were kind of similar.
Okay, it says you're the classic hopeless romantic, and great love is destined for you. I hope so.
That's funny.
Pretty nice. All right, ready for some Reddit stories?
I am ready. I want to know how many other flowers. Oh, I want to be a lotus. I don't think that's an orchid. I'm looking through what other people got. So you
No,
could have got an orchid, you could have got a lotus. Not see or a ranunculus. That's the only ones I've seen.
well, you can find all these quizzes on BuzzFeed. So if you guys want to
Of
take it
course.
along after we did and see what you have and write into us
Yeah,
on
let us know.
Instagram, yeah, or Reddit, let us know.
Oh, I was opening Reddit and I could accidentally just open my bank account instead. They both look very similar.
What? Reddit looks like your bank account?
Yeah, they look like the app.
Oh, the apps. Yeah, I guess I could see that. I was like, oh, well, if you want to share your numbers, I already know your mother's maiden name, your first pet. I'm busting in.
Oh
Just kidding.
gosh.
I'm joking. So if something happens to your bank account, it was a joke. Ari's gonna blame me. She'll take this
Your
tape to the
fault.
police.
All right. Do you want to go into some Reddit stories?
I'm ready.
We're gonna go to this one from Two Hot Takes, posted by Honey Eyes 94. Am I the asshole for ruining a marriage?
Probably.
Ooh. All right. I know the title sounds a little bad. I, 32 female, got fed up with an ex, 32 male, for trying to cheat on his wife with me. He messaged me every so often through Instagram, either complimenting a selfie or just saying hi, but it was usual innocentish enough. I always had set a boundary that I don't mind talking as friends, but I'm in a very healthy and committed relationship with my husband, 33 male, and not interested in betraying him or our family. I would either be nice and say thank you or say hello and exchange small talk. Nothing crazy or inappropriate. My husband always was aware and could read the conversation if he wanted to. Well, the last maybe 4 months, he has tried to flirt or sext me. I will always turn him down and tell him to go to his wife. I even gave him advice on what he should do to help rekindle their relationship. The last time he tried to flirt with me, I told him that if he did not stop, I'll screenshot everything, even the unkind things he's saying about the mother of his child, and send them to his wife to make her aware. He responded telling me that's not necessary, and he was only joking. Well, yesterday, he messaged me on Instagram. We exchanged hellos, and he said he has a request. I immediately got annoyed, but said, what? He asked for sexual explicit photos. I told him no, I'm not interested. He then offered to send me his wife's very private photos in exchange. I immediately get upset and started screenshotting everything. I screenshotted the entire chat history that went back to 2020. Then I found his wife on Facebook and sent her a message saying this. Hey, I'm sorry to be sending these to you. I don't know if you're aware. I'm just really tired and over X messaging me. If it was my husband, I'd want to know. Again, I am sorry and really want nothing to do with this or him. She replied, thanking me, and that was it. This morning, I woke up to messages on my business Instagram account from the ex telling me that I ruined his life and took his family from him. He said a couple of other things that aren't the kindest, and I don't want to repeat. He also said, have you ever heard of blocking? You could have just blocked me instead of telling her everything. You backstabbed me. Well, my husband and best friend told me that I did the right thing. I feel really horrible about his baby just losing a two-parent household. I guess I could have blocked and moved on, but she still deserved to know what he was doing. Am I the asshole for ruining their marriage?
Now, what is screaming behind you? It sounds like you got monkeys screaming.
I don't hear anything.
You don't hear that?
No.
Oh, it's Gizmo, but it's coming through my microphone going into my headphones. Like, it sounds different because it's, like, layered with the microphone, so sorry. And it'll probably be cut out so no one else will hear this. I'm not crazy, it's really here.
Sure.
So, okay, I love when people blame, like, "You ruined my marriage." Hello,
No,
no.
you ruined your marriage.
Yes, you ruined your marriage. I mean, and honestly, she didn't mind talking, she had boundaries, but I wouldn't even go that far. I would have been like, "No."
Yeah, she should not have been talking to him. I think it was weird that she still kept things going with him, talking to him, but I don't know.
Yeah, and she's not to blame at all, like, I do feel that I would have blocked him before that, but yeah, I don't know, like, I hate how he's blaming her, like, "No, you blew up your life, like, knock it off, stop."
Not her fault, that's your fault.
Yeah, and, like, it's also weird, and I don't know why. I think PSA to any men listening, it is not do you hear Gizmo?
No,
Or not at all? Is it
no.
filtered out by the time you hear it?
I don't hear Gizmo at all.
Oh my god, he's so loud, he's screaming, he's doing that fake scream stuff.
Oh my gosh.
So sorry, Gizmo made me lose a train of thought. No, just oh, yeah, PSA to men out there, if you like, it's one thing you're hitting on other women, but it's also worse, like, women aren't turned on by you complaining about your current person you're with, whether it be wife, partner, whatever. Like, just talk to that person and build that connection. Like, it's weird when people start bashing the person they're with. And you know
Yeah.
it's one-sided, like, what do you want to be like, "Poor you, because your wife did
Mhm.
this," or your partner said
That's what
this, or
he was looking for.
yeah, like, it's weird, like, you want sympathy? No. Like, if you're unhappy, do something about it or try to fix it, but you don't need to be talking to me about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't like that.
I think I just heard a little bit of Gizmo.
Well, you should because he's so loud right now.
That's funny. Alright,
Uh,
top comment. "Oh, you did the woman and her baby such a favor, not the asshole," which someone else replied with, "That's totally what I thought she needed to know, and if it wasn't OP, it would have been somebody else. At least OP had the sense of responsibility to say enough and do something necessary. It's not like she didn't give him hints uh, and then say what she would do. He's an idiot and his wife deserves to know."
I'd wanna know, wouldn't you wanna know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't even feel guilty about it. To me, it wouldn't even be a Reddit question 'cause I'd be like, "Mom,
Nope.
this is what you get." Basically, fuck around and find out. Like, and she told him, like, no, like, before. So, yeah, I don't know why she kept it going on for so long, but I'm just glad his wife knows what kind of person she's actually married
Yeah.
to. And then again, if they wanna work things out, go right ahead, but at least now she's aware of what's going on.
Crazy. Just some more information from OP I'm finding in the comments. "I blocked him on everything to be safe. I also blocked his sister too. I temporarily deactivated my personal Instagram, but not my business one. He's blocked, and my husband message helps me manage the account anyways. He told me that if he messages again, he will handle it."
Nice, I like that.
Yes. Just seeing if there's anything else in here in the comments. OP is actively replying. Nothing too much to add, I would say.
Oh, okay, that's good. I'm team her. I thought she was going to be the asshole. Not at all.
Nope, not at all.
Not her fault, not the asshole. She could have a clear conscience.
Yes. Right. Let's go to the next one. Alright. This is from r/AITH from live_browser. Am I the asshole for feeling like my husband and friends are being too involved in a game.
What game?
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. Are you jealous? Are you being ignored? Is this a video game that I don't know. Okay, let's just hear the story.
All right. Every night after work, me, 20 female, and my husband, 22 male, play online games with our friends, 23 male and 20 female after work. It's a normal thing, but they get so into it and feel so highly, and it almost gives me an ache in the way. Not in the way that it's overly deep, but in ways that have me thinking, wow, get over it, I don't care. We play games like Marvel Rivals and Overwatch. In those games, you have roles tank, healer, that make up the game and structure. But say someone doesn't play at least one of these roles, and it all can fall apart, and it's very common to then lose. You also have points you get, and it upgrades your characters and gives you special looks and things for them. In the following, I'm strictly talking about playing quick play. Every night we play, and it's almost draining and not fun. We play, and I'm trying to level up certain characters or just enjoying playing characters. But if we aren't winning, they get so mad. Like we're still talking and playing the game, but it's just them being irritated because we aren't winning for whatever reason. My issue is it that deep? I played games for years, and so I understand the wanting to win and feeling irritated. But even then, all those times were in a competitive setting. I feel like because of this, I am being a meanie pants since I'm not over here fuming with them, but also like I grew out of it. Admittedly, these people don't really grow up playing games, so this is their first time, but it's the same thing every night. Oh my god, I'm about to get so pissed off. Oh, that just pissed me off. And then more complaining about I need a new controller or blaming other people. Those are all words that my husband says every night when we go on the game. Every single night. And then they all generally get so upset, and I can't enjoy the game because we may be losing or they may be dying. I don't know, maybe I'm overreacting, but just seems like it's not that deep to me. Like it's the game, it's how it works, stuff happens. But to them, it's like they're the best ones alive and should never lose unless they're fighting actual gods. And it's just like we can't get on and have fun. And admittedly, when it gets to me, I just get kind of quiet and be there. And then my husband will say I'm being mean, either because I'm quiet or say something about the fact I'm not switching my character and that I'm purposely to losing to because I won't win every game. It seems weird. Honestly, I do feel like I'm being mean or insensitive, but it's just a game.
Oh my god, it's just a game. Okay, like the I get like people I could see myself really getting into a game if I gamed.
Mhm.
I could see that for myself. But like, do you need to do it every night? Like
Yeah, that seems like a bit much. Maybe that's why you're getting tired of it,
she
but
might be getting tired of it because she's doing it every night, and maybe he enjoys it, and look, like, everyone has a way to decompress after work. Some of us go for walks, or you read, or you watch TV, or game, but maybe gaming every night, like, let's switch it up to, like, a couple of nights a week. Let's not do it every night. Like, maybe you'll enjoy it a little more if it's not your nightly routine,
yeah,
and just have that conversation. Because I don't know. Like, this seems like I could see how it could happen easily, but it could also seem like I don't know, it'd be a lot. Like,
it seems like a lot.
it does seem like a lot. And the thing is with games, like, with TV or, like, reading, you could fall asleep reading, right? Like, so that's
Mhm.
easy. I feel like gaming, you'll stay up too late as well. Like, I'd be up too late because then you're hooked, and yeah, I definitely wouldn't wanna do that every night.
No. Well, this is a good comment here. I don't think people are necessarily always being toxic by caring about winning, nor I think it's wrong to play the game casually to the point you don't care. What I do think is these two types are basically incompatible if both sides are on further ends of the spectrums. Above all of that, though, I do think the more experienced players have a bit of an obligation to accommodate new players as their guests in the way of the games they play. Sounds to me like you guys need to have an open conversation about how you guys approach the game. You can't force one another to do certain things in the game, but you can try to ask him where his points of frustration are and where yours are, and find a point of compromise if there's any to be made. With me and my friends, we know a guy who is awful, so I try to tell others he just can't play because he's an instant loss if he does. Something like that. Hopefully, you guys can find something that works out. Maybe you two can't be playing those games together.
Oh, okay, so that's spoken from another gamer. Like,
Yep.
awful too. Like, let's say I am terrible at it, but I really enjoy it and want to play. So you're not gonna let me play because I'm just a loss?
Apparently.
See, that's taking it way too seriously. Like, I get it when you don't have a lot else going on. Like, I'd say more like teenagers, middle
Mhm.
school, but like you have a whole life to live. Like, these games don't mean, unless you're playing for money, they don't mean anything. They're supposed to be for entertainment. Let whoever wants to play, play. Like, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
They're
I
taking it
my
too
advice is better
seriously.
than that advice.
Yeah.
Usually the top comment, I'm like, "Yeah." I mean, clearly, I guess if you're, like, a serious gamer and you're making money and you're on Twitch and you're is Twitch still around? Is it still a thing?
I don't know.
Or is it Discord now? Maybe more people play in Discord? I don't know. But anyway, when people live stream their games and things, like, you can make a lot of money, and then that's different because then it's serious. So then you'd want it people that are just as serious as you, but then I'm looking at it as more of a job than just some stress
Yeah,
relief
because then
and
that's
entertainment.
different. Like, there's more expectations involved for that.
Right. Like, I like 2 partners playing together because it's good for partners to have, like, a lot of the same activities. It's good to have separate ones,
Yeah.
but, like, this is something good to do in the home together. Just how about it not every night?
Yeah.
You can talk about, like, the expectations, like, "Look, I'm not always gonna change the character. I'm gonna play my way, but I want us to be a team." Like, I don't think it has to be that serious.
No, it does not.
Unless you're trying to win money or something.
Alright, you ready for one more?
Yep, one more.
This is also from r/AITH. Butterfly Kindred Soul. Relative sleeping in my bed for a week and I'm not allowed to be annoyed. Am I the asshole?
If I was sleeping in my bed for a week and don't wanna be annoyed. I mean, you can be annoying. No one's an asshole for a feeling. It's just what you do about that feeling.
Yeah.
That's
Uh,
that's when you become an asshole sometimes. So I'm gonna say no, unless they were rude to the relative.
all right. I am in my 30s, female, and I live with my parents. I pay rent, but not as much as if I lived alone. I also have autism and ADHD. Throughout my whole life, whenever we have relatives, I have to give up my room or share. Sometimes they stayed for a long time or visited during every holiday, so I didn't have a break without somebody in my space. My aunt is visiting and she has been here for a week so far. I have no problem with her, but now I'm overstimulated by sharing my bed and want to be alone. I told my mom how I feel, but she gets defensive and says, am I supposed to kick her out? I'm not telling her to kick her out. I just want her to acknowledge that it's difficult for me. When I get ready for work, I can't put the light on and have to tiptoe around. My aunt wet the bed and accidentally urinated on me. I think she
Ew.
drank too much. It was a mistake, but it was awful for me. As someone with autism, that's a nightmare. I then had to console my aunt because she felt embarrassed. She also sits naked for ages after a shower, which I know she does at home, but it makes me uncomfortable. Just things like that. My aunt
Okay. All right. I'd be very annoyed too. Just saying, have these people never heard of a air mattress that's plastic for the
Yeah.
like, okay, go on.
Well, I mean, if you're staying in someone's room, they have, like, work and things, and you're sleeping in bed, like, make it a shorter trip.
I mean, I guess it's only a week, but like you're gonna be inconvenienced. And if okay, I'm just gonna say, if you're staying at someone's house, don't sleep naked. If you have to share the room with someone else, even if you do it normally at home, throw on a t-shirt, a nightgown, throw on something.
Very weird. Alright,
Very
there's
weird.
more.
Okay.
My aunt said she's finally leaving, and then my mom said, "No, I want us to go out for the day." So my aunt decided to stay. I was annoyed and I showed to my mom. She then said, "Well, I want a day out. Am I supposed to kick her out?" I was the bad guy for being upset that she stopped my aunt from leaving. I then started to cry and she sneered, "What is she crying for?" I then became furious and then threw some boxes on the ground. I have autistic meltdowns very rarely when I'm misunderstood, and my mom triggers them because she doesn't empathize with others and sneers when me and my dad are upset. I know I'm a loser for being in this situation at my age, but my disability/mental health makes it impossible for me to hold on a constant job. I am always working, but I have changed jobs a lot in the past, so I cannot afford rent to move out. Am I the asshole for being upset? Am I selfish for being fed up with sharing my room?
No, I mean, you should try and
My
if you can
thing would be like,
control.
I pay rent for my room,
Yes.
unless she's helping pay rent for the week. She can't stay in it.
But it's family and you still getting room. board, everything's taken care of for you, all your bills. So generally, unless the parents are charging her a lot for rent, I think she's still getting a deal.
That's annoying.
That would be your point. I'm paying rent. I'm not sharing.
Yeah.
Sharing the bed, no. I would have been like, Mom and Dad, she needs an air mattress. So in the room, or I'll sleep in the air mat. No, I don't want her in my bed because she pees. So
Yeah.
she needs
That's
the
crazy.
plastic air mattress. Like, ew. And she's sleeping naked, so the pee's going all over. You don't even have
Gross.
clothes to absorb it. It's just going all over the person next to you.
Gross.
And you know what? How about Dad goes sleep on the couch or sleeps in my room on an air mattress, and let aunties sleep in the bed with my mom
Yeah.
because
Crazy.
I'd be switching that up. Like, I mean, it's only a week, but she's putting up with a lot. Like, and the mom could be a little bit more empathetic.
Yeah.
She could at least say, I know, honey, I'm sorry. I just don't get to see my sister often. It's just, 8 days. She's staying one extra day.
Yeah.
She could, because she is putting her out. She's still going to work. It's not like she's a teenager and doesn't have to work or something. Like, she's an adult that still has to work. And then you can't turn on your light. So then you have to like make sure everything's laid out because you can't turn the light on. Like, it's definitely a huge inconvenience.
Yeah.
And then I could put up with all those other inconveniences except for the peeing. Like, you're peeing in my bed. That's traumatic now for me. And wait, you're naked in my bed next to me. That's just inappropriate.
Yeah, it's just weird.
I'd be like, I do not consent. I'm not consenting to your nakedness in my bed. So no, I think that's the biggest problem. Those are the two bigger problems for me: the nakedness and the peeing.
Yeah, crazy.
And who knows? Maybe the mom's ready for the daughter to move out. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
maybe that's why she's not being empathetic. She's just like, well, this would just be a spare bedroom, but you still live here. So I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. Like, you could live with me forever, so that would never be me. But yeah, it's unfortunate. And house guests, after a week, house guests, as they say, they smell. Fish and
Yeah.
guests, they need to go.
Yes. Top comment. Next time ask your mom to pay for a hotel room for you. Which OP replied, the thing is, I would be a villain if I stayed in a hotel. And I would be perceived as rude and it would cause fallout. I'm from an ethnic background, which dictates that you kind of let family walk all over you. There's also some comments from OP that kind of give a background into some history, which some people are like, "Why can't you move out?" And she said, "No money to pay for rent. I can hold down a part-time job with I can only hold down a part-time job with my disabilities. I am not lazy. I have a master's degree and a career and had a career as a university lecturer, but I had a mental breakdown and had to quit. I'm not the same person I was. I stayed living with my parents, but they have mental and physical issues which I took responsibility for since I was a child."
Wow. Okay, so that might have caused some of her breakdown too.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. So she's kind of stuck there
Yeah.
just because she can't afford to live anywhere else. Yeah, she's helping take care of her parents as well. Something needs to change. Like, I don't know where they live or what country, if it's not in the United States. I'm assuming some sort of air mattress or extra like cot or something could possibly be available. Maybe someone, if they pool their money together, they could afford it. Or
Yeah, I don't
okay,
know.
or the aunt's not paying for a hotel. Could she possibly pay for a bed? Her own bed at the very least?
You would think.
Yeah, a little strange. I don't know. Yeah, I just think there needs to be a little bit more like empathy all the way around with her parents and her, and then come up with a plan that works. Like, okay, when we have family visit, what works that also allows me to get to work and allows for privacy and for me to still have some of my own space so that way I don't have a meltdown. So that way I can have some privacy because I need that.
Yeah.
Ugh, what would you do?
I don't know. It's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
A lot of
Yeah.
background behind the whole thing too, so,
That's why she
uh,
can't move out.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Yeah, well, and then sometimes, like, so I was just even thinking, like, if we have family that moves away, like, let's say we had family that moved away, I might not be able to afford to really visit them often if I had to, like, it's one thing you have to visit them, but then to get to how their house, but then it's another thing to then pay for hotel and food and meals and all the other things that comes with travel. So, like, staying with someone definitely saves a lot of money. So I think, maybe the aunt could not stay with them if she didn't, or couldn't visit them if she didn't stay with them, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But because she's saving money there, she should at least buy a cot and be a little bit mindful, like, of not sleeping naked, like, yes, I do this at home, but this is not your home. So I'll be a little bit respectful too of my niece's boundaries.
Yeah.
I don't think that's too much to ask.
I don't think so either.
All right. I think we had some good Reddit stories.
I think so. I think that was good. Hope everyone has a great week.
Yes, hope everyone has a great week. I hope in Western New York, or right around Buffalo, I hope the weather starts to, look up. It doesn't need to be 80. I'm just happy with some like 60s without snow at this point and a little less rain. So my yard's not like with standing water and puddles. So like, that would make me happy.
Yes, I agree.
All right, everyone. Have a great week and be kind.
Bye.